Well, it's 3:30 and it's time for another episode of AirSculptTV. Behind us I have the Style Twins, and they're doing a first ever for AirSculptTV where they're going to go live together. They're twins, and they're both having PowerBBLs with us today. And we're so honored and proud to do this, and it's so cool to do something we've never done before on AirSculptTV. So thank you to the Style Twins. We're going to start interviewing them in just a moment. Before we do that, 3 weeks ago, we did a patient named Raro. And for those who remember, she had her back bra roll done and her full abdomen. So here's the front of her abdomen. It's only been 3 weeks. And we all watched this procedure, and I just think she looks marvelous. She's super happy. She had that kind of like upper loaf of bread, what she called it, up there, and a lot of bulk. And I think she looks just beautiful. I'm going to show you her back view now, and you can see what a wonderful change. And of course, we'll post these, but you can see above my pen here, back bra roll is smooth and nice and gone. Her waist is much smaller, and you can see her hourglass silhouette like an S curve, and that's why that's our symbol. But let's look at her front again. I want to also emphasize, for 3 weeks, how smooth she looks. And you can see also her skin has tightened dramatically in that time. So congratulations to Raro. And Raro, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. We're so happy for your results, but she's going to look a lot better. 3 weeks is not a full result. It's only the tip of the iceberg. So Raro is going to look way better than this in a couple months. So, but the fact that she looks as good and she's proud of her result is all I really care about right now. So, I'd like to now go live, and we're going to start talking to Style Twins.
Just one moment, folks.
Okay, connecting. Hello.
Hi, Dr. Rollins. I'm Linnea. I'm the patient care consultant here. We're live in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a beautiful day, and we have Leslie and Lindsey doing AirSculpt PowerBBL. We are so excited.
So are we over here. So
Yes.
I'd love to talk to Leslie.
Excellent. Let's go in the room and meet her.
Okay.
Hi. How you doing, Leslie?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm well. Dr. Rollins.
Hi,
Hi.
Dr. Rollins. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us. Is she allowed to take off her mask? I don't know what the rules are over
That's
there.
fine. There's no one else
Yes.
here.
Yeah, just so that we can hear you. Well,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to meet you. I've been on your Instagram, and thank you for doing this. It's a first ever for AirSculptTV.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
really cool to do, and it's neat that I heard you guys are doing the same procedure. Is that right?
Yes, we are. It's crazy because we are twins, but we are built a little bit differently. And Lindsay's got, I'd say, like 10 more pounds on me. So she's shorter torso, but we're having the procedure done, yes, for the fat removal from the same areas. Very excited.
Well, I'm so excited for you. But you're going to have our PowerBBL, which is awesome.
I can't wait.
Now, do you know what kind of music you're going to listen to in there? Do you have a playlist or anything?
So we tried to do her vibey list that she wanted to do at first, and I think we're listening to, it's like a trap playlist, a bunch of rappers. That's all I know.
Very BBL appropriate. I like
I
that.
agree with that, 100%. I totally
Now-
danced earlier.
Are you nervous?
I was a little bit nervous beforehand. I think let's go down. I was a little nervous beforehand. Honestly, I thought that if I saw her, that it would make me more nervous. But actually, going in, holding her hand, like really watching the whole procedure of getting numb and everything, surprisingly, I'm really calm. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll be nervous when it's my turn, like for sure.
Sure.
I'm just kind of fascinated by the entire process.
It's really incredible to do a BBL while someone is, as you can see, wide awake.
Yes.
It's a really big deal. And as you can see, AirSculpt is so minimally invasive. There's no needle, there's no scalpel, there's no stitches. We're not even using a syringe for the BBL. And it's why you're going to see your recovery is so basically nothing. Like tomorrow, I think you're going to be just fine, you know? And that I don't know anyone else that can say that. And you're going to have a wonderful result because AirSculpt is so gentle. The fat cells that we transfer to your butt are actually going to survive and live and thrive. So
That's
what
awesome
I
that
want
you
to ask
say
you is,
that. Sorry.
say that again?
I was gonna say what you were talking about, how gentle it is. I've noticed the same thing, like, because I've seen, you know, videos of lipo just like going in there fast and like moving quick, and it's kind of aggressive. And then watching Dr. Pierce, so gentle, so gentle, the entire process.
AirSculpt does everything for us. We just have to point it, and it does a perfect job.
Okay.
So it's very different than what, you know, this kind of thing, which we don't support. That is a totally different way of treating a patient that we don't do. I noticed from your Instagram that you were asking people like to ask you questions and stuff. So what's the most common question you've gotten from your followers?
We got a lot actually. We got a lot that were procedure related and a lot non-procedure related. We got, how did you build your business? How do you come up with your photo shoot themes? So a brand, I'd say just real quick from that perspective, my twin sister and I started, you know, our brand 6 years ago in our tiny apartment with no idea of anything of what we're doing. And now we have a thriving styling and influencing business, and we just opened our first lash extension studio. And then as far as the procedure, a lot of people want to know, a lot of our followers want to know if what the recovery time is like, how your body will be after, like if it's permanent or if you'll have to do it again. And there's another one. Yeah, that's what I said. And I think you know, the more you work out, the more you take care of yourself, I would say. But thoughts? I'm gonna ask you.
You know,
you're the expert.
It's permanent, so really we don't need anyone to work out more or change their diet. As long as you stay consistent, your result will be consistent. So it's not like do this and then completely change your lifestyle. No. And I don't want someone to like diet extra or do anything special prior to AirSculpt either. I wanted to ask you something else I was thinking about. Since you're in the style business, is there any clothes or outfit that you're looking forward to wearing after this?
Yes, there's actually a dress that I'm looking forward to wearing. I wore it for my bachelorette night because I recently got married, and I only brought it with me just to like try on, not to actually wear. But then, as I was actually talking to Lindsey earlier about it, that one of us is always on back fat duty to see who has it in something. But I'm excited to wear this. It's a mini skirt, it's faux leather. I'm excited to wear something that I can not feel self-conscious about it, if that makes sense.
Okay, so whenever I see a patient, I always want to have a goal like that. Something very concrete. So our goal for you, when we I think we're losing internet over there.
Buffering a little.
No, there
Okay.
Oh, there we back.
Go. All right, we're back. So my goal is when we see you again, I want to see you in this outfit, like loving it and feeling super confident in it. And that's my goal for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to go live with
too.
your sister. Say that again?
I said it's my goal for me too.
We're going to make it happen. I'm assuring you right now. I don't have a moment of doubt. So we're going to go to live with Lindsey. I wish you could be in the room, but because it's a fat transfer, you can't. As you know, during AirSculpt itself, we're always allowed to have a friend or family member in the room, but just not during a fat transfer. So we're going to go to the room now, and I'm going to meet Lindsey. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Of course. Nice to meet you.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
So let's go in the OR. And Lauren, if there's questions from our followers, then feel free to just shout them out. Okay?
Absolutely.
Lindsey, I have Rollins here.
Who?
Aaron here.
Hi.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm
That's
kind
an
of
interesting,
groggy from
10
the
feet out
Xanax,
there.
but
Well, I wanted to see how you're doing and find out what was going on in there.
Yeah, everything's great. I've just been kind of in and out of sleep, to be honest.
You got pretty sleepy, huh?
Yeah, I think the Xanax made me
Yeah,
sleepy.
Xanax can knock people out. That's for sure. Well, I want to say
Oh,
hi
but
to
this
Dr.
has been
Pierce.
great. It's been amazing, like step by step through everything. Sorry, I sound super monotone from the Xanax.
That's okay. Everyone
But
wants to know if it hurts. That's what everyone's asking right now on social media.
no, it doesn't hurt at all. It's more like you can feel kind of a vibration as it's the cannula is like going in and out, but it's not painless. Not painless? Not painful.
Painful.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be
My
sorry.
Xanax, I'm like sleeping and then awake, and then sleeping and then awake.
She was sleepy before this. She was just relaxing.
Oh, you just woke her up? Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Pierce, did you start the fat transfer yet?
Have you started the fat transfer yet?
Yes, we've done half. We did one side. You can see
Oh,
overall.
can we see the difference between the two sides?
Absolutely. So her complaint
So,
was she lacked the fullness here and had more of an indentation. So this is the area that she wanted us to address. So we've injected this side, and you can see this side's a little bit flatter.
I see that. So you can, if you want to start the other side, you can do that, and we'll just interview her. And Ethan,
Excellent.
you can just pan to the fat transfer anytime you want.
Yeah.
So we're actually doing her PowerBBL right now. And Ethan, will you actually show the fat going from the canister
Yeah.
down?
So go ahead,
to-
doctor.
So we don't use a syringe.
Ooh.
We're pumping we're pumping the fat directly from her canister. We treat it with antibiotics, and then it goes directly into her body. So, Lindsay, what
Yes.
areas did you have? What areas did you have hair sculpted? I think tummy. Is that right?
Tummy, like abdomen and upper back bra roll area.
Great.
Sorry, I sound so monotone.
It's okay.
I've like kind of been napping through it, which is nice because it's comfortable. I'm super excited from
glad.
what everyone has said. I have a nice looking air sculpted butt at this moment. And
You
I'm
do.
excited about it.
You know, we can even show it to you with our rear view mirror. But I wanted to know, was it weird to see the fat leave your body?
Interesting. Yes. Like I thought it was gonna be a little bit scarier like watching it happen, but it honestly, like, it's been truly painless as a process. It's just you feel maybe like a vibration going through it, but it I'm so sorry my energy is not super high because
Okay, you're all
Don't be
good.
sorry.
I've just been like in and out of sleep, which I guess is a good thing because I like napped through most of it. Like I didn't even know we were like 2 hours in and I was napping through it,
That's okay. That's okay. So,
which is great.
what does it feel like with the fat being transferred right now?
It feels like there's no pain. It's just going like I just have been going based on what everybody says that it's looking beautiful and I can't wait to see
Yeah.
it. And I'm super excited.
You said it was kind of just like a little pressure. And that's
Yeah,
good.
just a little bit of pressure.
That's
Kind
good.
of some vibration feeling. But yeah, nothing crazy. I was surprised that I thought that my energy would be super high and then I totally napped through part of it.
What area that we're doing are you most excited about?
Probably the abdomen and upper bra roll area to give me that hourglass shape that like I've always wanted. And even working out just doesn't change the shape. Like I would lose inches. But I wanted that hourglass figure for such a long time. And then when we connected with AirSculpt, it just felt right. Like it felt safe, transparent, open communication from start to finish. And I just absolutely can't wait for the results.
Thanks. I'm so happy to hear that. Your sister told me about the back fat watch duty that you guys have. That you watch that on each other with different outfits?
Say that one more time.
You guys have a back fat watch duty where you check each other's
Oh,
back
yeah,
in
like,
different outfits?
yeah, like before, if we're getting dressed up to go to dinner or anything like that, and you feel like maybe self-conscious about certain parts of your body, and so we were like, who's on back fat duty tonight?
I
So
love that.
now, with
You're
having
not, no one's going to have back fat
there's
duty.
no, yeah, exactly.
No, you're done with that.
Exactly.
Your
Just get up
sister
and
told
go. Clothes
Your
will
sister-
fit differently. Like, I'm just super
Yeah.
excited to see the process. I'm actually truly surprised I've napped through part of it. Like, I
A lot
didn't
of people
think I
fall
would.
asleep. You know, if I get a massage, I fall asleep. It's not that different. Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
It
some
just
people
means
find it.
it's like really comfortable and I feel safe, and everyone's been great. The whole team's been great. I've had such a great experience. Like, the doctor's explaining everything step by step. And then as I've like napped and woken up and napped and woken up, I thought I was going to be awake and like super high energy through the whole thing. And I'm surprised that I napped, like, to be honest.
It happens sometimes.
But I love it. I can't wait to see the results.
I can't wait to see either. Actually, let's, Ethan, can we show some of this fat transfer going on? We're going to actually show a little bit of what's going on. So, Dr.
Yeah,
Pierce.
absolutely.
Oh, it looks like they just finished up here. But we have,
Really? Okay.
yeah, that whole time they were able to get all that in there. So I'll show you a little overview here.
Okay. Well, look at
You
that.
can see we've injected
So
this entire.
everybody watching, we're gonna show their results in a couple weeks. You know, and we'll be able to see the change. And I'm looking forward to seeing you know, how they heal and everything. You know, Lindsey, let's go to Lindsey now. Lindsey, do you have any questions for me?
Do you have any other questions for Aaron?
No, I don't have any other questions right now. Everyone's done a really, really great job of like taking it through step by step. I felt super comfortable. Obviously, there's like slight nerves going into it because you're awake through the procedure, but I feel good. I feel safer being awake during the procedure. You know what I mean? Like, so that you
Far
can
safer.
advocate for yourself, if
Absolutely.
anything, and still kind of be able to move around. Oh my god, I look like a blue nun.
You do. You look like a blue nun. I like that. You do. It's very cute. Is there?
Thank you.
I have two more questions for you. One is,
Yeah,
is
no
there,
worries.
your sister has this like leather mini skirt outfit she wants to wear after the procedure when she heals a little bit. Is
Yeah,
there, do you
she
have a
wore
special,
it.
do you have
She
a
wore it
post-
for her bachelorette party,
Right.
and she felt confident in it, but she wants to feel just that extra boost of confidence wearing that dress. That's where like who's on back fat duty comes into play, is because she
Uh-huh.
wore that for her bachelorette, and she was like, hey Lindsey, can you just like make sure my back fat roll looks good all night and like my stuff is tugged up where it needs to be. So I think just like that extra confidence where you're not second guessing what you look like in clothing, because it's already like beyond the level of what you wanted it to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Is there an outfit that you want to wear after this procedure?
I actually am really excited to buy new athletic wear. Like, I've never bought expensive pieces from like Gymshark or Act or anything like that. And so I'm like, I've been waiting for the procedure to buy some of this product and like see how I feel in it, because I'm just like an athleisure kind of person. So I'm super excited to like get matching sets for athleisure and just feel
I love that.
snatched and feel confident and like look in the mirror and see how I've always envisioned myself on the inside. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, it makes perfect sense. I'm going to promise you that a couple weeks from now you're already going to be super confident in that athleisure wear like Gymshark
yeah.
and stuff like that?
I think so too. I haven't bought it yet just because I wanted to like get myself recovered and all of that for the next 2 weeks or so, and then I was gonna do like a bulk buy of new athleisure wear because that's like all I wear all the time, and just feel like confident and snatched.
Well, that's what we're doing here. I notice our followers, probably your followers too, are asking right now, would you recommend this to them if they're interested in doing
Absolutely. It's truly painless. It really is. Like the most you feel is kind of like the spots that they're numbing for the injection sites, and then once the process starts, you feel kind of like a vibration, but there's really no pain. I don't really feel pressure. I just feel like a vibration going through certain parts.
Great. You're going to see your recovery is going to be super easy.
I know, I'm so excited. Yeah, the team already said like it's looking so good and I can't wait to see the end.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm super
excited. They're going to show you. Do you guys want to show her what her butt or anything while we're on camera? Before
it's looking like, yeah, I'd love to.
Let's do it, yeah. So this is called the rear view mirror, and we're going to give you a
review. Give me the
peek
review
of your butt.
Yeah.
The review mirror right there. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There's that, and then she's going to hold it above your butt so you can see it.
Am I above the butt?
I don't think so. I think you gotta go up. You gotta go up a little.
I can't see where I'm at.
Nope.
If you
I can't see that.
I love
if you just lift up there.
Because I have to see this mirror.
Yeah, there.
So I can't, oh my gosh.
Well, we find the right angle. What's
Maybe I
important
shouldn't
here
hold
is
the mirror.
this butt really, it can actually be part of her procedure, as you can see.
Oh wow. It looks so good. I can't wait. Nice plump. And an hourglass shape. That's exactly
Oh, yeah.
what I was looking for.
Your waist is going to be smaller than it's probably been since you were a teenager. So
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
what we were discussing too. Is I worked out a lot, like hard in my early 20s. I'm 30, and then I took a break, and I gained about 10 or 12 pounds. And I was like, you know what? Stop being hard on yourself. Like, just love your body for where you're at. You only live one life. And doing this, I knew would change the shape of my body that I wasn't able to do in the gym.
Sure.
But I feel like it'll also kickstart me getting back into the gym so I can maintain my results and eating healthier and things like that.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that. It is really good. You know, it's part of a lifestyle, right? It's not like this or that. It's everything. You know, it's eating healthy, it's working out, and it's getting rid of those problem areas. And that's what we're doing. And
Exactly.
giving you that silhouette, the body shape you want. But it's all part of like a holistic approach to just feeling comfortable in your own skin and being happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, a lot of people are asking about skin. Were you worried about loose skin, or did you have loose skin?
No, I don't have loose skin. I actually have pretty dense, thick tissue.
Okay.
So I didn't have loose skin. I just had problem areas in like my abdomen and kind of my upper bra roll. And so that's what we're doing today, is
Okay.
focusing on that. And then of course like a snatched waist and a nice booty, like for sure.
Always a good thing. You know, a lot of people do worry about their skin after removing fat, and AirSculpt really tightens your skin. So you're going to notice that even though you get smaller in in volume, in your tummy and your back and your waist, that your skin is actually going to shrink too. So that's
I
something
know.
to look
I
for.
think I was seeing that in some of the after photos
Mhm.
on the gallery on the website. Is like week 1. I forget what we do.
So 3
Like,
months and 6 months.
yes, yeah, 3 months, 6 months, and it's such a drastic change, even
Yeah.
that amount of time, in a great way.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much, Lindsey, for sharing your experience.
Of course. I'm so
We're
sorry I
sorry
sound
for
so
waking you up,
monotone.
too.
I thought my
So-
energy was gonna be like stay up, but I don't know why. I just couldn't keep my eyes open, and I napped for like most of it,
No problem at all.
which
Don't be
is great
sorry.
because I
And
feel comfortable, you know.
Are you excited for your sister?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited
she's-
for her to get in and feel good about it, feel safe, feel confident, and then to see her results at the end too.
And you can even hang out with her during the first part of the procedure while she's having
Yeah,
the AirSculpt.
That's
Yeah.
what she did with me for the first
Good.
part because we were like, we need a little twin moment
Yeah.
before
With power.
I was officially on. And I'm the type of person that when I do things like this, I cry like a tiny bit, and then I'm like, oh, I'm having the best time. So it's like
Okay.
going up on a roller coaster and waiting to go down. I always cry at the top of the roller coaster. And then I go down and we're having so much fun. So
That
the
anticipation
fear,
gets you.
the what?
The anticipation.
Yes. Oh,
The
exactly.
fear of the
I
unknown.
think it's pretty equivalent to that, and everybody's been safe and transparent, and the medical team has talked to me step by step through the whole thing and been safe. Like, even though I feel like I'm dreaming certain things that I'm not saying out loud, which is interesting. But it's a great
You know what we
process.
can do?
Yeah.
Should
It's
we,
a great
should
process.
we have Leslie come in the room now that the procedure's done? Do you want Leslie to come in? And
Are we
take a-
done?
take
Oh,
a-
we got to get her going here, Rollins. We got to get her into the next
Okay.
procedure.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we got to go now. So I'm going to answer questions. We're going to leave Scottsdale. And thanks so very much, Lindsey. And thanks, Dr. Pierce.
Thanks so much.
We're going to answer questions now. We're going to go back to Miami and answer some questions. But thank you so much, and what a wonderful experience. We really appreciate it. So, Lauren is going to ask our questions that we're getting. So I just got a question about BMI. At Elite and with AirSculpt, we never ever have a BMI requirement. There's no minimum and there's no maximum, but thank you for asking that. So go ahead, Lauren.
What's the typical time frame for the procedure?
A PowerBBL typically takes about 2 hours. The AirSculpt of the abdomen and flanks, waist, etc. Usually takes about an hour, hour and a half. And then the BBL part takes about half an hour.
Do you provide a pillow with this recovery?
We do provide a special BBL pillow that we give to every patient who gets a PowerBBL. And the next question is, can you sit down afterwards? And yes, you can, but you just have to use this special pillow. And what it does is the fat that's transferred to the butt is kind of like wet clay at first. And you have to wait for the blood vessels to grow in and to heal a little bit before you can sit on it. So when you use a BBL pillow, you're putting all the weight on your thighs and taking the weight off your butt, so you don't kind of change the shape of your butt as you heal. So you can sit down afterwards, but you do have to use a special pillow that we provide. Go ahead, Lauren.
Two of our followers ask, how long does bruising and how sore are you after their procedure?
So soreness typically isn't any more than working out with a trainer at the gym. So you're going to see that our twins are going to be able to do pretty much what they want tomorrow and move on with their regular life. Bruising is really individual. Some people don't bruise at all. Some people bruise a little bit more. But bruising is very short term, maybe 5 days or so. And it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing we really worry about at all. If you have thinner skin, if you have thinner blood, or maybe you take fish oil or vitamin E, then you might have more bruising than those people who don't.
How is an AirSculpt fat transfer safer than other natural transfers?
So let's talk about safety for a second here. We feel here at Elite that doing everything awake is much, much, much safer, especially fat transfers. And the reason why is we believe that you should not put fat into the actual muscle. So when you're numb at Elite, your fat is completely numb, but your muscle is not. So since you're awake, and since we avoid the muscle because we don't want a fat embolus, which no one wants and it's very, very dangerous, we believe that putting the fat into the fat plane and not in the muscle keeps everyone safe. Now, if we do get anywhere close to the muscle, our patient will tell us that that hurts or it feels different, and we know that we're too close to the muscle and we know to avoid it. So that's really an important safety consideration, as is general anesthesia. I don't know anyone who wants to go on general anesthesia for no reason. General anesthesia obviously has plenty of its own risks that we don't want to expose our patients to. So those are two big reasons right there. Also, we believe that AirSculpt, when we harvest the fat, is actually, we're harvesting fat that's alive. Instead of killing the fat as we remove it, we keep it alive and transfer living fat to the BBL site, which is really important because you want it to survive. Viability is everything in a fat transfer, and we believe our viability is extremely, extremely high. And that's what you'll see in our before and after gallery, and that's why our patients are so happy.
JZKZ asks if lymphatic drainage massages are safe and recommended after air sculpting.
We do not recommend lymphatic drainage massages. They are not needed. That's for liposuction. That is not for AirSculpt. If someone wants to get one because they like it, it's fine. It's not going to hurt them, but it's definitely not a requirement of any AirSculpt procedure.
What types of scars can I expect?
So scarring is literally this big, which even though I'm pointing it right at the camera, we're talking about 2 millimeters, which is a puncture hole the size of your average freckle. We use no scalpel at Elite. This is the only thing we do. So your average freckle is 2 millimeters, so is your average pencil lead. We're talking about a tiny hole. So if you've had a keloid before or you get hyperpigmented scars, it's still okay. We have had no major problems with scarring at all. And because it's so small, worst case scenario, you have a new freckle.
What's the percentage of fat that survives?
So it's a great question. Our estimate for most people is about 70%, and we're super happy with that.
What areas does AirSculpt target to transfer to the BBL?
You can actually use any area of the body to transfer for a BBL with AirSculpt. It can be your arms and back, it could be your inner thighs, it could be your tummy and back in this case. But any area where you have unwanted fat, we can transfer it to the butt in a BBL. We could do the same thing, obviously, with our upper cup procedure, where we transfer it to the breast so patients can go up a cup size.
Kimberly0800 asks, can you do a BBL redo to fix a bad previous BBL?
We do a lot of revision work. So we're a super specialty center, and we see a lot of people have procedures done of all kinds in other places, and we fix them. We get a lot of BBLs where one side of the BBL, one cheek is much bigger than the other, and we transfer more fat to the other cheek to balance them out. We do a lot of revision work where patients have unevenness, a lumpy, bumpy appearance, or they're just not happy with the amount of fat removed, so we remove more. We've done that on AirSculptTV, actually.
It's Ashley Torres asked, after having a baby, how long do you have to wait to get this procedure?
After having a baby, if it's a normal vaginal delivery, it's only 3 months, as long as you're not breastfeeding. And for a C-section, it's 6 months.
And then last one, it's Jenny asks, how long after the procedure can you start working out again?
So it really depends on the patient. The average is 2 weeks. But we do want you to start walking and engaging in normal activity the next day. So we do not want anyone laying in bed. We want you to just move on with your life the following day.
Can you have this procedure before getting pregnant?
You sure can, and it might help you get pregnant.
Okay, someone is asking about a fat transfer to the upper cup. Will it also lift the breasts?
Yeah, so when we do an upper cup, or it's basically a BBL for the breasts. And yeah, it does give you some lift. Imagine you have a balloon that's slightly deflated. If you inflate the balloon, it's going to make the balloon lift a little bit. It's not a breast lift, it's a breast spill. But we do get about a cup size.
All right.
I think that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. And again, we're so proud to show our first ever AirSculpt TV with twins. And we can't wait to see their results, and we'll show you them soon. And thank you to Raro for showing us your results as well.